What is up guys, and welcome to another Red Dead Online video. Today we are talking a bit about the trader. Now out of the three roles, the trader looks by far the best one at the moment with the information that we've got. You're able to go and get a lot of different stuff, and it feels like the one that is offering the most with rewards such as a weapons locker, stew pot, and even allow a canine companion to warn off impending attacks at the camp. It also allows you to set up a business which will then also have other upgrades for that. The collector I feel like is lacking quite a bit. I'm hoping for some more information within the next couple of weeks to do with what else is happening with the collector. The bounty hunter is still looking good, but I feel like the trader just tops it off for me. The thing that I want to talk about, and I'm also curious about your guys' opinions on this topic, is how much everything is going to cost within the trader. And I think the trader is going to be the one that's the most expensive with all the camp upgrades, the business, as well as the business still having upgrades, and all of that stuff is going to be bringing in money. And the fact that it's one of those things that can bring in money, it makes me feel like it's just going to be a bit more expensive, because over time it will just pay for itself. So with the camp upgrades such as the weapons locker, the stew pot, and even allow a canine companion to warn off impending attacks, I cannot see either of those going above $1,000. I do feel like those are very good things to go and have, especially that weapons locker. That is something that I've wanted for a very long time. I made the mistake at the beginning of Red Dead Online of buying as many weapons as I could. Now I always focus on hunting, so I always want a bolt action rifle and a varmint rifle, but every time I get into conflict it takes me some time to scroll through all the different weapons just so I can get one that is actually good at fighting off other NPCs or even other players such as griefers. So that was a massive mistake on my end. So that weapons locker to go and store some weapons will be very nice, but I cannot see that going above $1,000. It's the exact same thing with the stew pot. The canine companion I feel a bit differently. I don't think it will go above $1,000, but it depends how it plays out. I'm hoping that it isn't just one default dog that everyone will have and all you have to do is buy it, and then that's the default dog that you have. It would be cool if you can choose between different breeds, and likewise, just like you have with horses, and you can go and get different types of horses, there will be different prices for each one of those. Horses though, when looking at those, none of those go for above $1,000. I think the Missouri Foxtrot is one of the most expensive ones. Might be wrong on that, don't quote me on that. Leave it in the comments down below if I am wrong, but that's around about $950, and I don't feel like there will be a dog more expensive than $950, especially that it seems like it is only warning you of impending attacks on the camp, and it doesn't seem like it is doing anything else. The business side of things, that's where it could go and get more expensive. The business could play out in one of two ways. The first way is as soon as this summer update drops, you already have access to the business, and it's just one of those things where Cribs comes up to you and goes, "Hey, I've got a genius idea. We should go and start a business," and there you go, you start your business, and it's all you have to do is go and do a mission, go and get some supplies, and then the business is started. And then it gets expensive when you start upgrading that business, or it's going to be one of those things like GTA where you have to go and buy into the business at first, and then you also go and buy all the upgrades for the business. I'm thinking is going to be the second one, and I think you're going to be spending anywhere between $1,000 all the way up to $2,500 to go and set up this business. And then there's also going to be the upgrades, which aren't going to be as expensive, but this is all this stuff that will be adding up and make it incredibly expensive to go and have a really nice fully upgraded business at your camp. At the moment, with the information that Rockstar have given us so far, there are only two things that we know that we can upgrade, and that is a satchel, and also you can go and buy a hunting wagon. Out of the both of those, the thing that's going to be the most expensive is most likely the wagon, and by reading it, it says business like hunting wagons, plural, making me think that you can choose between multiple wagons. I'm thinking for now what you can go and get is two different types of wagons, one being a single horse and one being a 2-horse hunting wagon. One obviously being able to carry much more goods in the back of the wagon, whereas the other one is an upgrade, but you're not going to be carrying as much. These can then still come into different styles, and obviously you will be able to go and buy the horses as well, which will most likely be a horse that you already own, and all you have to do is go and associate one of those horses with one of those wagons. I did go and ask on Twitter, how much do you think a 1-horse hunting wagon and a 2-horse hunting wagon will cost in Red Dead Online? Jack the Hammock said $1,500 or 42 gold. I assume that's going to be for the small wagon. Pineapple, who is another Red Dead Redemption 2 YouTuber, if you know me, you most likely know him, but if you don't know him, definitely go and check him out. He said a small will be $750, with a large being $1,500, and also also he said the stabling fees will go up to $15 a day. American Psycho said 165 gold bars and 175 respectively. Durango said one horse probably 500 and two maybe 700-800. Gotta think those pamphlets cost upwards of $500, which is a very good point as well. Dwayne Butler said, I'm ready for whatever. While everyone else was quitting, I have been grinding away doing daily challenges. I have about 500 gold bars and $12,000. Definitely should be able to go and buy a wagon with whatever, whether it's gold or also money. That is an insane amount of money. Stacks McDoodle said 4 million gold or some crazy price like that, knowing Rockstar. And finally, Umamasa said 40 gold. So most people feel like it's gonna be say $700-800, maybe even going up to 1,500. I actually thought before I was putting out this tweet that it was gonna be a lot more expensive than this. I was expecting maybe a small wagon to go for $1,500 and then a larger wagon to go for $2,500. The reason I thought it was going to be expensive is kind of what I was saying earlier. It's something that will eventually pay for itself, and for that I feel like Rockstar might just push it a bit more expensive to go and get. I also think Durango was on the right lines when he says when you go and look at pamphlets, they cost upwards of $500. Likewise, you then have a fast travel post within your camp, and those cost $700 to go and add, and they're not even that useful. It doesn't mean that once you go and get that fast travel post at your camp that you can travel from and to your camp for free. It still costs you money wherever you are going, so it doesn't even save you money, and that still costs $700. So I felt like a wagon would be more expensive than that. But even if a wagon does cost somewhere say around $700 and it is just for say one horse, you then got to think about, do you then need to go and buy a horse and supply that horse for that wagon, or is it going to be one of those things where if you buy a wagon, automatically a horse comes with it? I think it would be very cool if you're able to go and buy the different types of horses and go and put them in a wagon, and then that affects what you can go and carry whilst you're in your wagon. So if you can go and get a workhorse or a multi-horse, you're able to go and carry a lot more and pull the wagon a lot quicker, go a lot further, compared to if you have a racehorse going to carry a wagon. But that still does mean that you either need to go and buy a multi-horse, which can be very expensive, or you need to go and buy a workhorse, which isn't as expensive, but it is one of those things that still just keeps on adding to that price, making it more expensive. We then have the chance to go and have upgrades for these wagons. I would like to think that Rockstar will be adding some sort of upgrades to these wagons, whether it be something small, something in depth, maybe it's just something that's just an aesthetics thing where you can go and change the paint, maybe go and add a few ornaments. I would love to go and have an aesthetics option where you can go and change the paint, go and change the ornaments, as well as something that can actually affect how much you can carry, so you can go and change and upgrade the storage in the back, you can go and upgrade the wheels to make it a bit quicker, maybe a bit more sturdy whilst you are handling it, maybe something where you can go and upgrade the undercarriage to make sure that wheels don't fall off whilst you are riding along. That might be a bit to the extreme, but that is something that I would like to see, and if it is anything like that, or it is just an aesthetics route, that is going to be adding to the price as well, just making it a bit more expensive. And with all of this still hasn't included the fact that Rockstar have said that there's more to come. At the moment with the business and maybe setting it up, if you have to go and set it up as in buy into it at first, and then you have to go and buy a wagon, and then you have to go and buy upgrades for that wagon, as well as there still being other upgrades for the business, as well as the other things that you could potentially go and buy. This business might be pushing up to 10k, and I kind of like that and I kind of don't like that. The first reason why I like that is because that means over the next couple of weeks, maybe even months, that means I'm going to be pushing, trying to get the max for my business, and it's not one of those things that I can buy straight away. The reason I don't like that is because it will be extremely expensive to go and get everything and max everything out. I did say quite a few times that eventually it will pay for itself, but it's going to be one of those things when on the first day, especially being a YouTuber, trying to get everything out to you as quickly as possible, the latest information to do with Red Dead Online, and to show you everything that you can and can't do within this game, is going to be one of those things where on the first day I want to try and get everything out to you guys just so you know exactly what you are doing. And with this business potentially being maybe 10k, it's gonna be extremely hard. It's doable, but it's gonna be extremely hard, and it may take away from the other roles that we've got going on within Red Dead. But either way, I am extremely excited excited for this update, and I think the trader role is going to be the one that I spend most of my free time playing through to try and max everything out as quickly as possible. And even once I max it out, I still feel like I'm going to be spending a lot of time there, because trading as well as just trying to make money within Red Dead is kind of what I do over on here. But anyway guys, leave it in the comments down below. How much do you think this business is going to cost? Do you think it's going to be more expensive, or do you think it's going to be cheaper than what I'm suggesting? No matter what your thoughts are, leave them in the comments down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.